Well, fans, thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one following the loss to the Wizards. Mobley misses. Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons to be fair.
Now, here's ball. A nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got the opening basket of the game for the Cavs.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Here's Sunvold. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Reed. From outside the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively.
Timeout. Thank you, David.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Down low, Reed got a piece of it. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were two loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Richard, what's an element of the Cleveland Cavaliers team that you really appreciate?
How about their defensive efforts, Kevin? That's what impresses me the most. This squad does a good job of putting pressure on shooters and scraping that glass after a contest.
Here's Sunvold. Offline with his three. Towns, high post. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Minnesota with the ball. To the inside, and then Durant with the dunk.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Left side, ball. Count that one for Mobley. Mobley's got 6.
Oh, he's skinny, but showing some grown man strength there. Evan Mobley knows how to fight through contact.
Outside, Dort. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. The wide open look for Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
You want this man holding the ball right here. Durant, he can work under pressure now.
Here's Mobley. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
A minute 20 left to play in the first. KD on the wing. He's got 7. Over to the left wing. Over Brooks. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Cavaliers trailing. 3-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Sunvold. Still yet to score. Pass to Reed. And another 3 for Minnesota.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Ball feeling it out a bit. 2 points. That one goes.
Outworking the defense. They were right on him, but ball just keeps pushing right by them.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sunvold. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
He got it up. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Minnesota on top, up 4. The second quarter coming up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The Cavaliers trailed by 4. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And they pick up 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Here's Sunvold. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. 5 on the clock. Back to Zubac. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Zubac has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. Picked him clean. Here's McDaniels. Poked loose. Stolen by Henderson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
That shot is off.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw no good for Henderson. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring. I love every aspect of that.
Brooks misses. Durant feeling it out a bit. To the right side. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Sunvold. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Inside. Stolen away. Now here's McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Pass to Sunvold. .116 left here in the second. And here is McDaniel. Screen by McDaniel. Durant. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Henderson left side. The 15-footer once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Now Dillingham. Screen by Zubac. Out to the right wing. Over Hartenstein. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Zubac.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Mobley. To the paint. And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Zubac.
Yeah, the defender all over him. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Timberwolves leading by 8. Dillingham with it. And there's the drive. Shot from free throw range. No good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Sunvold for 3. Durant. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good by Henderson.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Minnesota leading by 6. KD on the wing. No good with the triple. Now here's Henderson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the wide open shot from Reed. That 3 off the mark.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Outside, Towns. Out to Henderson. Mobley is screened. And rejection by McDaniel. It's Durant on the wing. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Back to Henderson. 6 to shoot. Reed with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
At the top of the key, Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Mobley at the elbow. To the middle. Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the inside. KD's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Outside Durant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to McDaniel. It's hauled in by Thibault. The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Henderson taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Henderson. .114 left in the third quarter. Now Dillingham. Nothing on the board. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Hands it from downtown.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And here's Henderson. He's got 8. Mobley outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mobley's got 11 points.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see you showing off that shooting ability.
Down low. And an intentional foul right there.
Carl Anthony Towns. His first. Second team foul.
Cleveland on defense. They trail by 1. 6 on the shot clock. Dillingham with the bucket.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Mobley is screened. Towns. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. He's got 8.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Jones, no one around him. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's the Cavaliers now. 4-point game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Brooks with no one around. To the paint. Back to Hartenstein. Shoots over Zubac. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Cleveland. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Reed gets the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
It's all about effort with Dort. He's had nothing handed to him. When he wants something, this man takes it.
Mobley with it. Dort covering. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
And Towns drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Timberwolves leading by 4. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Reed. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Sunvold. Clock at 6. Pass to McDaniels. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see misconnections like that too often.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Anderson looking it over. Mobley wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Reed. Here's Sunvold. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. And Reed throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And how about the game from Towns? So the combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Pass to Sunvold. Back to Reed. McDaniels up top. And here's Reed. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Mobley outside. It's good from long range.
You can see Mobley just growing over time, accepting these responsibilities in this big moment.
Here's Sunvold. Minnesota again turning it over.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Mobley is screened. And it's Thibault in the corner. Pass to Towns. And McDaniels with the block. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Reed. Screen by McDaniel. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
6 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Mobley. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Picked by Reed. Pass to Sunvold. To end the drought. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Towns looking around. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the